The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. When you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Here's Daniels.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming, going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing now is Daniels. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Go. Here's Fields.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Fields now to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go. Good. EQ. Right.
Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
as they're down to the 29-yard line.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to have another
first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
You got a mini bases. Why not? Bunch right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Alpha. Here we go, son. Go.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after here coming up. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now Daniels. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. To throw is Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Daniels looking to throw. Look at the big fella go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it in. Touchdown Commanders. A great play there. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
3rd down and 13.
Hey, can.
Now Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Across midfield. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels steps away to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 27 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Now it's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Extend. Here we go, son. Sit high.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
11.
Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. Angel. Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Hey, can. Easy. Sit high.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Buying time to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's... Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Here we go. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here we go, side.
On 2nd and 10. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 550. You got a, Mayday. West right sit. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Press, watch right. Here we go. 11. Sit high.
Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Karen. Sit high.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive.
Guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Forced out to his left.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Steelers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about
this. Is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and 9. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Throwing now is Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
18 yards the gain for number 18. To throw is Fields. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Commanders' 39-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Chip slip. Extend. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Right.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Easy. Don't jump. Ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Easy. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Daniels. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got him in. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go, son. Out, let's go. Hey, 551, 551. You got a mini base. Why not? All right.
Now Fields. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go. Good.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. West right sit. Right.
Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Alex Highsmith. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Jared.
Looking to throw. Fields. Finds Pickens out right. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. They're going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
To throw is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Well, Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Hey, Ken.
Back to throw. Fields. Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
No mind. Alpha. Tonight.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a